Yeah, I came from the bottom, cold floor, no cover. Used to sleep in the noise, ducking shots from another. Every glance was a dagger, every word cut deep. They laughed at my hunger, kicked me down in the street, but I held it in like venom in my veins. Learned to smile through the madness, dance through pain. No silver spoon, no open door, just blood on my knuckles and dreams I swore. Used to cry in the silence, no one ever came. Mama said, baby, don't break, just play the game. So I fought with the night, wrestled with my shame, turned every damn tear into part of my flame. Part of my flame. Part of my flame. They called me a joke, said I die in the dark, but I carved my name with fire in the heart. Every scar is a chapter, every fall a verse. Now my voice hits hard like 1,000 curse. I saw friends turn ghosts, hope turn to dust, love in the lies and trust in the rust. But I never lost grip, never slipped that rope, held tight to the edge with nothing but hope. They whispered behind me, said I'd fold in the storm, but I'm still in the rain. Pressure makes me reborn. I was buried alive, but I dug through the dirt. Now I rise like the sun from a world full of hurt. From ashes to glory, from silence to sound, I walk with the rage of the lost unfound. From chains to flight, from wounds to crown. They tried to drown me, I learned to drown them out. Now my steps shake ground, my name rings loud. From gutters to stages, I made them all proud. But I don't forget, every scar, every night, still got that flame, still ready to fight. Told myself don't quit, even when I bled. Tasted defeat with a gun to my head, but I broke every wall, every fake friend's word. Now I'm soaring on pain like a phoenix bird. This ain't luck, this is will, this is years in the dark, writing rhymes in the gutter. Now they call me art, you don't know my war, don't judge my scars. I'm a legend in chains, turned master of bars. Now I walk in the light, but I never forget. The night's full of hate, the hands full of debt. Now my story's a fire, let it burn in the sky. You can break my bones, but I'll never die. I'll never die. Cracked glass in the hallway, blood on the grin. Mirror can't lie, but I learned to pretend. They fed me lies with the silver plate. Told me love's soft, but it came with hate. Tears dried up when the voices grew. Laughter turned sharp like a razor through. Home was a war zone, silence the gun. Smiling like it's fun when you're always on the run. Mama cried, but her hands stayed cold. Papa lied, left truths untold. I drew a face with a marker pen. Every morning wear it just to blend in. Teacher said he's a quiet kid. Didn't know I'd explode with what I hid. Anger's a whisper till it hits loud. Wore a Joker mask in a funeral crowd. Scars ain't healed, they carved my path. Turned every bruise into a paragraph. My diary's ink thin, fists and screams. A paper made from shattered dreams. Try to talk once, they mocked my voice. So now I scream, they got no choice. No therapy for a cracked design. I'm not broken, I'm redefined. Laughed at love like a punchline trick. Heart got stomped, but I learned real quick that pain don't kill, it teaches game. Now I play cold with the ghost-like name. They said I'd fail, but I run this maze with the madman smile and the lunatic gaze. A king of ruins, crowned in spite. My soul don't beg, it stands to fight. I ain't your sob story, ain't your cure. I'm what's left when you force endure. No flowers bloom where the lies once slept. Just broken mirrors where I took my steps. And I still smile, razor sharp and prepped for a world that breaks. But I never wept. And we're trying to people our connection. So tar det bort av den need. Yo, cracked glass in the hallway, blood on the grin. Mirror can't lie, but I learned to pretend. They fed me lies with a silver plate. Told me love's soft, but it came with hate. Tears dried up when the voices grew. Laughter turned sharp like a razor through. Home was a war zone, silence the gun. Smiling like it's fun when you're always on the run. Mama cried, but her hand stayed cold. Papa lied, left truths untold. I drew a face with a marker pen. Every morning wear it just to blend in. Teacher said he's a quiet kid. Didn't know I'd explode with what I hid. Anger's a whisper till it hits loud. Wore a Joker mask in a funeral crowd. Scars ain't healed, they carved my path. Turned every bruise into a paragraph. My diary's inked in fists and screams. A paper made from shattered dreams. Try to talk once, they mocked my voice. So now I scream. They got no choice, no therapy for a cracked design. I'm not broken, I'm redefined. Laughed at love like a punchline trick. Heart got stomped, but I learned real quick that pain don't kill, it teaches game. Now I play cold with a ghost-like name. They said I'd fail, but I run this maze with a madman smile and a lunatic gaze. A king of ruins, crowned in spite. My soul don't beg, it stands to fight. I ain't your sob story, ain't your cure. I'm what's left when you force endure. No flowers bloom where the lies once slept. Just broken mirrors where I took my steps, and I still smile. Razor sharp and prepped for a world that breaks, but I never wept.
It's cold in my room, clock beats the time again. Voices in the static whisper truths I can't defend. Peeling paint on the wall, spells a name I never wrote. I try to sleep, but the silence starts to choke. Memories flicker like an old film reel. My mirror smiles back like it knows how I feel. Slippers on the floor, but I never put them there. Curtains sway slow, but there ain't no air. TV turns on, channel stuck on snow. That face in the screen, I swear I used to know. Cracks in the ceiling form eyes that stare. I blink once, twice, but they're still there. My hands ain't mine, they twitch and shake like strings pulled tight by the past I fake. Found an old photo, ripped and charred. It's me in a room that don't exist on the yard. Some nights I walk where the hallway ends, where the doors are locked and the stairs just bend. But I talk back, now we're part of the same chain. Can't remember last time I saw the sky, but I write notes to God with a blood-dry cry. Neighbors gone, whole streets in hush. Even the clocks here forgot how to rush. My mind plays chess with shadows I know, but they move too fast and I'm always slow. Tried screaming once, but the echo lied. Came back laughing, said you already died. In the corner sits a doll stitched in my face. She hums my lullaby, keeps perfect pace. Windows nailed shut, though I never did it. Still I watch the wind carve names in the thicket. Found a tape mark, don't play alone. Now its voice won't leave my bones. Every night's a loop, different pain, same script. Every second's a drip from a cracked guilt lip. Like tiles, every breath feels feels like running miles. Saw a child last night with my eyes and grin. She said, let me out or I'll crawl back in. Time's a liar, the calendar bleeds. Crossed out days I never agreed. Drawn a map in veins down my arm, but it only leads back to harm. Whispers grow teeth, they gnaw at the thought. Truth is a spider and I'm already caught. The walls throb like they're keeping score of every lie I swore and truth I tore. Can't tell if it's sleep or a coma trance, but I keep dancing in this haunted dance. Pills in the drawer got their own names now. They whisper plans when I raise my brow, but I'm still here, fingers on pen, writing this loop at 2:45 again.
Struck 12, I ain't blinked in days. Shadows crawl like snakes in a smoky haze. Mirror on the wall got cracks like veins, showing faces that whisper twisted names. Sleepwalking through hell with my eyes wide shut. Every hallway stretching like a rubber cut rut. Mama's voice echo, but it's all corrupt. Like static in my head, man, I'm stuck in the gut. Blood on the door, now ain't mine, I swear. But the room, no secrets it don't wanna share. Ink on my arms like curse warfare. Each line a scream from a soul I wear. Nails in the floorboard ticking like teeth. Nightmares leak from the holes beneath. Staring at the ceiling where the eyes still breathe. Is it sleep or death in a loop motif? I scream in silence, the echoes laugh. Reality bends like a photograph. And they told me truth is a psychopath, and I'm the canvas for its aftermath. Tattooed pain stories on my spine. Every vertebrae hums like a warning sign. But I kept walking through the thorns and grime, with the blade in my grin and revenge and rhyme. They chained my past like a rabid ghost. Fed it a fear, now it haunts me most. But I spit fire in the devil's toast, cause I rise from pain, not trying to boast. I'm the son of scars, the breath of hate. But I crack my fate like a prison gate. Now I grip the mic like it seals my state. If hell's my path, then I dominate. Final dream, I'm wide awake. Smoke turns gold in the steps I take. The mirror's gone, but the scars still ache. If the night can't kill what the fire makes, I burn like proof that I never broke. Each rhyme a sword, each bar I spoke. A phoenix in chains with a bleeding cloak. But I spit these lines like a final stroke. Final dream, I'm wide awake. Smoke turns gold in the steps I take. The mirror's gone, but the scars still ache. If the night can't kill what the fire makes, I burn like proof that I never broke. Each rhyme a sword, each bar I spoke. A phoenix in chains with a bleeding cloak. But I spit these lines like a final stroke.
Sky cracked open like the shell of time. Shards of yesterday cut deep in my spine. No sun, just flickers in a TV storm. I'm walking through echoes where shadows are born. Clock hands spin like blades on rewind. I chase my name, but it stays left behind. Faces blur, their mouths all scream, but silence rules in this looping dream. I step through alleys made of static noise. Each breath a glitch, every word destroys. My reflection lies, where's a stranger's skin? I knock on the walls, but no one's within. Hope, I buried it under neon dirt. Only got bruises and a bloodstained shirt. But I run through the cracks, I don't kneel or beg, even with hell breaking right at my leg. They said I'm broken, said I'm glass, but I cut through dark with a voice that lasts. No gods, no saints, just me and my fight. I cut the path with venom I like. They said I'm broken, said I'm glass, but I cut through dark with a voice that lasts. No gods, no saints, just me and my fight. I carved a path with venom and light. The sky won't hold me, it shatters with screams. Yet I rise from pieces like haunted dreams. Don't blink, my shadow walks ahead, burning the lies this nightmare fed. Bleeding but breathing, cracked but whole. This is my curse, this is my goal. When the city sleeps, I light my verse. A ghost with fire, a blessing, a curse. They said I'm broken, said I'm glass, but I cut through dark with a voice that lasts. No gods, no saints, just me and my fight. I carved a path with venom and light. They said I'm broken, said I'm glass, but I cut through dark with a voice that lasts. No gods, no saints, just me and my fight. I carved a path with venom and light.
carved a path with venom and light.
Walls whisper names that I never knew. Ash on my tongue from the lies I chewed. Footprints vanish where the silence grew. I'm the ghost of a scream that never got through. Lights flicker like a heartbeat's glitch. Voices blend in a haunted pitch. Staring at a page with no ink, no script, but the pain writes verses I can't ditch. They carve their sins in my paper skin. Each breath a reminder of where I've been. Eyes like needles, thoughts like gin. Burning my brain from the fire within. Try to outrun fate, but the streets loop back. Every corner holds a shadow attack. Tattooed warnings on my spine in black, but I walk through flames, never once look back. Dreams drown in a bed of rust. Hope's a myth that we barely trust, but I found a voice in the ash and dust, screaming louder than the devil's lust. Mirrors crack at the sound I spit. Each rhyme a nail in the lies they knit. My heart's still broke, but I won't quit, cause even from ruins, legends transmit. They said I was cursed, a child of wrong. A verse with no beat, a fight too long. But I forged a blade from the silent song and cut through the dark just to prove I'm strong. Now I paint the void with shattered tones. Lyrics carved into shattered bones. If pain's a king, then I claim that throne. Ashes speak, I'm not alone.
White noise in my skull, buzzing like a broken screen. Channel switching every second, ain't no silence in between. I try to mute the chaos, but it nested in my spine. Every nerve a static wire, twitching like a landmine. Voices in reverse, they speaking backwards spells. TV flickers with my secrets caught inside its hell. Fast forward through my memories, but they loop again. Faces glitch and fade out, lips still mouth in pain. Eyes red from sleepless clocks, I see the bloom in dark. A neon daisy growing wild inside my fractured heart. Can't trust the floor, it melts, can't trust the time it lies. Mirrors bend and breathe at me with unfamiliar eyes. I screamed into the static, but it swallowed all my sound. Now I rap in Morse code, just to not be drowned. Wires wrapped around my wrists like snakes of faded hope. Still I spin against the static, that's how I cope. Every blink's a jolt, every second breaks. Thought I saw my soul crawl out on VHS tapes. I'm a glitch in my own dream, can't wake, can't sleep. But these bars I speak are the roots I keep. Final line, nah, this ain't the end. Static blooms again where the real world bends.
Yeah. It's 2:45 again. The ceiling speaks in code. I blink and time folds. My room's a broken globe. The mirror grins wide, shows me things I never did. Like dancing in the hallway with a faceless kid. Voices echo backwards, I can't decode the tone. Is that my mother's whisper or the dial tone? Last night I dreamed I stabbed a man who wore my face, then woke up with my pillow drenched like a crime scene place. I swear I'm not insane, just cracked at the seams. My therapist quit, said my thoughts gave him dreams. I Fall asleep and hit a loop, the same damn hall. Red doors breathing, dripping black down the wall. Clock hands twitch like spiders, crawling through my bed. A girl sings lullabies in tongues of the dead. I chase the echo of a laugh I never had. Touch a doorknob and I'm drowning in my dad. Awake or not, I can't tell what's me anymore. Every morning's a reboot with a blood-stained floor. The light flickers Morse code I try to translate. It's spelled run now, but I stayed up too late. I told a friend, he vanished next day. Only left a voicemail that ends with pray. The mailman said I never lived in this flat, but he sees my lights blink every night like that. The walls are recording me, I hear the clicks. I count every tick like atomic clocks tick. My cat stares at corners where nothing should be, then bolts like a gun shut and hides from me. I try to sleep clinic, 20 wires on my skull. They woke me up screaming, said I wasn't dull. They say I screamed in Latin, eyes rolled back. They burned the tape, said I'd summon the black. But I remember the dream, there was a spiral stair. I climbed for hours, found myself still there. Gravity flipped, I bled upward like a flame. The stars looked down, whispering my name. I scratched it all in journals, but pages rot. The ink runs like veins and the paper talks. I stopped writing, now I speak to walls. And every night the same dream calls. No, it says come home, but I don't know the place. A girl in a mask keeps showing me my face. I run, I fight, I scream, I drown. Wake up and still hear the carousel sound. Doctor said sleep paralysis, but that's a lie. I met the thing, it looked me in the eye. Said I was born from a broken Ryan, that my soul's just looping in a code again. So now I don't sleep, I just lie and wait till the walls melt down and show me the gate.